Hello and welcome back to Pancake Friday with Derek and Neve. It's been exactly 1 week.
It has.
It's been, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking really forward to this. It's been a busy week for me, but yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's always a good time. I hope you're enjoying. I guess let's just start off. I just finished a soccer game where I hurt my ankle. It'll be okay, but it's unfortunate. I think I'll be out a couple of weeks here. But I was having a hell of a game. I got a goal and 2 assists and set up Joe. Shout out to Joey Hemrick. I know you'll be watching this at work one day. You played great, buddy. Always enjoyable to set you up there. How was things on the sideline?
Well, as per usual, every time, this is like rule of thumb, is every time you score a goal, I'm looking away. Even if it's just for like a split second. I think I've maybe seen you score once. I think.
Just for the record, I score regular enough. I'm not going to say I score regularly every game, but I score enough that it's crazy you haven't seen me.
Yeah, I mean, I've also been coming to watch you play soccer for nearly 4 years now.
Yeah,
so like...
I mean, but I do get it. Like, you're not sitting there just staring at us play a game, right?
I genuinely think it's a, like, superstition thing. But I'm kind of into superstitions like that. Like, if I'm not looking, you'll score. That's
your excuse for not watching the game.
No. I was watching the game. I wasn't even there with anyone today. It was just me and Juliet. I was looking at Juliet for 2 seconds, and you scored.
Okay, so it was so funny. So, our team is terrible. We're the Nighthawks. I'm sorry. We're just the worst team in the whole division by far. But it sucks because we have like a whole bunch of the Wilderness boys. But it's like we have like 4 or 5 Wilderness boys, and then the rest of the team, I mean, Jay's pretty good, but they actually are like garbage. Like, I'm sorry to say, they're just so bad. And so when the game starts, they're like, hey, we gotta split the teams. They only have like 7 guys. We gotta send 3 or 4 over there. And I was like, to Chris, I was like, we have to send our worst players. I want to win. And then she's like, okay. And then Michael, Whittle, and Jamie are like, we'll all go play for them. I was like, fuck you guys. No, like, that's not happening. So I didn't even like volunteer. It's just no one went. So I just had to. And I threw on the legendary 69 number. I even got called out by Richard. I was going through and I saw 69. I picked it up. I was like, what a douche number. I put it down. Richard's like, you're not going to scan 69 and not put it on. Sure. I was like, fuck. So I did. Anyhow, it was a fun game. It was unfortunate just because I stuck my foot out and Whittle just hit a shot and I was like full stretch. So it's basically my toe like pointed and then I stepped down on it.
Yeah, rolled it.
But I mean, after a 12-hour day, it was a fun game. It sucks I got hurt, but I'm glad I was there.
It looked like a fun game, and what I heard from the sidelines, it didn't really matter if you won anyway because they forfeited. You were just playing for playing's sake.
Yeah, it was just for fun, and quite frankly, it was nice how competitive it was. Like no one was like fighting, but everyone was like running hard, so you actually felt like you were running around out there.
Yeah, but it was also like everyone was really friendly as well.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when you play a team, there's like a ton of tension, which I'm not gonna lie, I love because I'm all for the fights, but this was like a nice game.
Yeah, no, it was nice. The other team was really nice.
If you accidentally bopped someone, it was like, oh, sorry, man. Like, no, like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, which usually is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Neve and I were just sitting here eating some pre-pod KFC, and it really got me thinking. I've thought this before, but I was just saying to you, it's weird how when you talk about food, you would never talk about any fast food as a good place to get food. Like, for example, you're not going to go, yo, where's the best place to get a hamburger or go out for a meal? No one's going to go McDonald's. Like, no one, right? But if you start talking about fried chicken, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of fast food chains enter the conversation. I don't want to even say they're the best because I do genuinely think like true fried chicken that's like just a homemade like mom and pop shop is always so banging good.
Yeah.
But like I would throw very easily Popeye's chicken onto my list of just best fried chicken, period.
But do you think that's because there's not more good fried chicken places around? Like, you can get a like a decent burger at majority of places that you go to, right?
Yep.
And burgers are also a lot easier to make than fried chicken. So I think, yeah, like Popeyes and KFC are really good fried chicken, but when you start bringing other really good fried chicken places into the conversation, then they get further down the list. You know, if you add like Frying Pan Express,
Yeah,
they have
good.
really good fried chicken. Down Low,
They
have
good.
really good fried chicken.
Yeah.
So as soon as you start like broadening your horizons and adding other fried chicken places in there, then they get further down. I just think it's because we don't have as many fried chicken places.
I still would argue Popeyes for me would go over not Down Low, over the Frying Pan one.
Really?
Yeah, like that's what I mean is I don't want like, and I'm sure people will be like outraged, like, are you kidding me? Like there's all these other ones, and that's valid. I'm just saying it's not out of the conversation to have a fast food as opposed to basically.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're never gonna be like, where's the best burger, and you go like the Big Mac from McDonald's versus anywhere really. Yeah, so that was just kind of, I don't know, that just kind of came into my head as we were eating fried chicken. Okay, and then also this is just crazy. We were also watching YouTube on the gangs of BC, and this is like 6 years old, so this isn't even brand spanking new. But so there's this guy in the 90s, I think it was 96 is when this all happened. His name's Bindi Johal, and he's some like gangster. He's basically at one point was making between $800,000 and $900,000 a week to deal drugs, murder people, intimidate, like just do everything gangster. So he's in prison, or he's on trial.
No, he's dead, isn't he?
No, well, he's on trial. This is while he was still alive.
Oh, I thought he got shot.
He did eventually, so he's on trial, BC Supreme Court, and then all of a sudden the guy's like, so for the first time, and as far as he knew, the guy that was doing this thing, the only time ever that a convicted murderer, while it was on trial, was also in a like sleeping with one of the jurors on the case. Now, how does that happen?
I'm like, yeah, how does that happen? I mean, I guess you've got to think in the 90s, Vancouver was a lot smaller of a place. But surely there's like how do you even start that conversation? Like the jurors just sitting at trial and they're talking about how this guy's like this massive gangster, and she's like, yeah, I want to get me a piece of that, you know?
Yeah. Or like,
and then how do they like meet up and exchange contact information and start sleep? Like, I don't know. I just like I would like to know the process of what happened there.
Yeah, like surely they're not supposed to be allowed to see each other.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'd also assume a convicted convict or murderer that's on trial, they can't be just walking around the streets. Like, it's not like you're just like, oh, yo, that guy's on trial for killing people and he's clearly a murderer, and they're like, oh yeah, he's also on Granville having a good time.
Well, he might have been on bail,
I guess. I like to think of it this way. Like, they're sitting there, like you said, and she's watching, and everyone's like, okay, what do you think? They go into the trial, like the back to verdict wise, and they're like, so he clearly did it. He's got blood spatter all over him still. He didn't even wash himself since these murders have happened, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then she's the only one. She's like, did anyone else feel like he was fucking the shit out of me up there? And they're like, what? She's like, yeah, it's not conclusive. Like, yeah, I like you would really, really want to know.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think she pulled, like, you know, in Indiana Jones, the first one where, like, the chick bats her eyes and it says, like, love you on her eyelids? Do you reckon she just put her number on her eyelids?
It has to be
memorized it?
The weirdest part of it was genuinely, they have, like, a picture of him and then a picture of her before he's like explaining that she's this like juror mistress, and I had a weird suspicion because the chick kind of looked like a dude, like in really bad drag. I don't know if you felt that way, and I was like, did he go trans right before the trial? And then he's like, he was sleeping with the juror, and I was like, Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, she was definitely no spring chicken. That's for sure.
Okay, so, so that was ridiculous, and that was all while we were eating fried chicken. That had nothing to do with what we were coming in here to accomplish.
We did not anticipate this conversation.
And that being said, we don't actually ever come in here to accomplish anything. We just start talking with microphones in front of us.
That is so true.
The only part of this that actually is like truly podcasting is me getting mad at the mics and setup.
Oh my god. Yeah, you get so mad at the mics.
Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little process of how you connect two mics to the thing. And
I don't think anyone...
No, it's easy. You go into settings, you have two mics plugged in, and you click them, and you link them together and name them like dual mics instead of two individual mics. And then you go in, you make two mic ports, and then you just hit record. But for some, that's it. That's actually it. That's basically it, right?
Yeah, like, so why did it take us an hour to do that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is it so stupid? If I touch a computer, it just goes wrong. Okay, so since we last talked, I left for a bachelor party.
Boo.
Yeah, the bachelor party was a good time. It was 3 nights, 4 days, but really day 4 was just clean up and leave, and I think we left before we even had to. Always a good time seeing the boys. It was Elliot's bachelor. We had quite a few fun things. Roger did trivia that was all Elliot themed, which is hilarious. It actually, I must say, Roger is probably the best event planner, like game and like 100%, fun things to do. Like, I can't explain to you how, like, there's 6 categories, like it's Jeopardy, 1 to 600, but the categories are like Elliot's 4 names, because it's like Elliot something Allard, and every single answer was one of those 4 names, but it wouldn't be like Elliot. It'd be like Eliotric table instead of like electric table, like stuff where you'd use Elliot's name, like, and it was so well done.
Yeah, that's one of Roger's like weird skills.
Yeah,
He's really good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he is. He's such a good planner and like fun, like things like that. And so that was well done. And then night 2, we did a roast, which Jack and I co-hosted, and I have to say the funniest thing was, so that we knew we were doing the roast, but there was kind of like talk of us not doing it because some people had eaten mushrooms and everyone had been partying, and so Jack was like, I think I'm gonna eat some mushrooms, and I kind of thought that was crazy because I was like, but we have to do this whole roast. But Jack, he had all these like issues with concussion, so he's been microdosing stuff, so I just assumed like, oh, he knows what he's doing. And then like 2 hours later, Dylan, the guy that's like hosting everything's like, okay guys, it's time to do the roast, and Jack's like, are you fucking kidding me? And you can just see he's so spaced out. But the roast went really well. I just want to read 2 of my jokes because I thought they're not the best jokes. Okay? I just want to start by saying I don't think I did any like banger jokes. I'm just more proud because these are actually jokes as opposed to just dumb shit that I usually say. People are like, Derek's an idiot, and then that's it. Okay, so I was introducing Alex Kelsch, and so this is how I did it. Did you know that on top of being a teacher and wrestling coach, our next roaster also has a successful YouTube channel? 10,000 views an episode. It's about Warhammer. Pause for laughter. Derek, you're great. Guys, that's how I do the punchline. The rumor is his wife won't sleep with him because every time before they get into it, he has to say, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think it's the Warhammer channel. But I'm going to leave it on that. I was just really proud of that joke. Okay? I know it's not good. Oh, man. Do you want me to read the other one now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you lead with the best one? Or are you going to finish with the best one?
Oh, you want the other one?
Well, is it better or worse than the first one?
I mean, is there
okay,
lower?
You just tell it and I'll be the judge.
Okay. Let's see here. Next up, we have Curtis Blair. Curtis is proof that you're a successful banker, smart, tall, with a good smile. You can still have an Eastern European woman control your life. That's pretty funny. Like, I mean, there's a tiny little Eastern European woman. She's also a lawyer, though. And then I went like this. This is my Irina impression. Curtis, make me more pierogies and goulash or no sex until it's done.
Okay, see, that one I quite like.
See, that was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that. Again, I know no one cares about this, but I think it's hilarious. So yeah, I did the bachelor party. It was a good time. I can't drink after 2 days. Like if I try to drink, it doesn't really work on me. Like you'll give me a heavy vodka and I'll drink it all and I'll be like, it didn't really like affect me. I think it's just because you've drank for so many days. Slash my body's just like, fuck you, don't drink anymore, you asshole.
Well, it's funny because you text me being like, oh, now I'm a dad, I can't drink as much. And I was just like, when was the last time, before you even became a dad, that you did a 3-day bender? Like, that just doesn't exist for us anymore.
I honestly don't think I've ever actually truly done a 3-day bender. Like, I've done days where I party, but I usually just by the third day never want to drink.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I can think of when we went to that festival in 2022.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like we drank heavy on the first night, and then the second and third day we drank, but we just did mushrooms and vibed out. Like, it was more of a kind of like chill vibe and party and have a good time than like get white girl wasted. Yeah, I also now find too, if you get to that point where you can't remember anything, it's not fun. Whereas like when you're younger, you're like, yo, that was so wild, I was doing the craziest shit, I don't really remember. I was like, yeah, but now you're like, what happened last night? Like, that's just so disappointing to have your night ruined because you don't remember anything. Yeah, my problem is if I'm getting like drunk, which I haven't done in a while. I probably haven't got this drunk since I found out I was pregnant and then have given birth.
This drunk? Like right now?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
But
You're holding yourself like together, great.
Like the type of drunk where I don't remember anything. But to be fair, for me, you know this, I'm very coherent when I'm blackout. Like I can be like so blackout that I have zero recollection of what has happened, but when you're talking to me, you don't really notice that much.
Yeah, well, that was like at Roger's wedding.
Yeah,
like,
that's
like,
the word I was gonna use.
No one knew that you were hammered, and I was like, Neve's basically drank the bar.
Yeah, we were drinking vodka as well, and I hate vodka. I never drink vodka.
Yeah.
But I was so freaking hammered. I have zero recollection from 7 p.m. 7 p.m. is the last I can remember. We didn't leave that party until 10 p.m.
I'm surprised you didn't fall in the pool.
I'm surprised I was still standing by the end of it, honestly.
I blame the bartender. It's better. This is actually the one piece of advice I have for all of you listeners out there today. All 3 of you.
Thanks,
blame the bartender for your problems. It's not you. It's the bartender. Like, trust me, I've never done anything that like was wrong if the bartender just said, "Sir, you're done for tonight."
I cannot say the same.
So there you go. Blame the bartender, Joach. Oh yeah, by the way, stick around to the end of the episode to find out what Neve and Derek's favorite sign is. Like, stop sign. That's not my favorite, but we have a favorite sign.
Road sign.
Road sign. Yeah, road signs. Sign. Yeah, not just any sign, because then it's too broad a category. We'll maybe save that for next week. Okay, well, we had me at a bachelor party, and quite frankly, there was so many shenanigans that I can't talk about. Nothing like crazy, but it's just like, it's a bachelor party.
Ton of hookers.
No. Because we couldn't afford them.
Right.
We're all like, who brought the hookers? And everyone's like, no one has money for them. Okay, I guess we'll just party. How was it for you? You had a baby for 4 days. That's a lot.
Yeah, I was solo parenting this weekend, which I don't mind. Like, I'm home with her all day, every day anyway. Obviously, it's different when you're around, because we can kind of like share the tasks and whatever. But whenever it's just me and her, it doesn't really bother me too much because I just sleep when she sleeps. Like, if we have a little bit of a rough night, it's all groovy because I know she's gonna nap, and then I'll just nap when she does.
Was there any, like, moments where you're like, oh, dear God?
A lot of energy drinks.
Of course.
Yeah. No, I don't think she was really... I'm struggling to remember now. You left on Friday. Friday we chilled. Saturday... we also chilled. Sunday we went to go see Anna and Jen and Jen's kids, which was nice because I don't do a lot of activities where Juliet gets to be around other kids. So that was really nice. And I don't tend to like spend too much time with other moms. I have like a select few that I'm like, okay, I'll spend time with you. Yeah. But and they're people I know.
Right.
But I wouldn't like choose to go and spend time with people with kids that I don't know because I think moms are the worst.
Why is that?
Just like so much unsolicited advice, judgment, opinions, that I really don't care about. I'm like, I'm gonna raise my kid my way, you raise your kid your way, and whatever. But someone's like, oh, you're not doing this. Oh, you're doing that. I'm like, shut up, leave me alone, get out my business.
Yeah, that's what I found. Is honestly, it's very like I don't know. It's this is bad to say, but I feel like it's very like that's kind of how women interact with each other always. Like they're like, oh yeah, like I'm so supportive of you, but I'm also the whole time gonna make catty comments about how you do things and like.
I don't think it's just women.
Okay, well that's
I know some bitchy men too.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, like I said, maybe I shouldn't say women, but like I have noticed within the momming community, even when I have clients come in and they'll ask me stuff and I'm like, no, we did this or we did that, and they're like, oh, and they don't like that, oh, it's that. They don't go like, you're doing it wrong, but you could tell they're like really judgmental of it. And I'm
I think we're just in, I think, to be fair, I know you're gonna hate this, but Vancouver's a very judgy place.
Oh no, I don't hate that. It's just facts.
Yeah, it's a super judgy place. I feel like, I don't know if it's a Canadian thing or just a Vancouver thing or what, but I do feel like you get kind of just judged a lot for like everything you do.
Does Vancouver have Canadians anymore?
Yes.
Does it?
Yes. They're the worst ones. No offense.
She's talking about you, Joach. That's harsh. Don't say that about Joey. I can't believe you'd say that about him. I'm sorry, Joey. I said that about you. Okay, so this is something that's like, this is going into AI, and this is, as I've said, this is going to be something that is going to be talked about a lot, especially because it's like not only relevant, I feel like it's hyper relevant because every time we talk about it, let's say we talk about it in 2 months, whatever you're going to be talking about is going to be something crazier. Yeah. It's not going to be like, oh, the AI learned to do a new type of movie formatting. It's going to be like, yo, turns out AI can now fly, or like crazy.
Yeah.
So Apple is already saying their new iPhone, I think it's the 16, when it comes out, it's going to have AI in it.
Isn't that what like Siri is anyway?
No. Siri is a program that you can talk to. Siri is basically like an extension of Google. Like you go like, hey Siri, and it uses search engine style to present information to you. And AI is, people are going to disagree with this statement. In my opinion, I think AI is sentient now. I do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
100%.
think
believe that.
I don't think it's maybe you and I using ChatGPT-4, but I guarantee you somewhere on the planet, in some lab,
there is sentient AI.
They've right.
I believe it.
And so you're in essence are putting something that actually can control your phone. And this is also, I've heard, I know it's in Apple's next one. I've heard it's going to be in Samsung's as well. So it's inevitable. It's unless you're not buying those phones. And what's weird about it is, so how would you picture AI as a phone? Well, first off, it's something that actually can go through your phone and kind of like look at what you're doing and be like, oh, you know what? Neve wakes up every Tuesday at 7 a.m. And I would assume your new phone will pretty quickly just figure out, so you don't have to set alarms, it just knows. Or like when you wake up and you sit down to take your morning poop, it knows the apps you like to do. So it has it there. And like it'll be better for, like, it'll make it so everything you think you have to do on your phone manually now, it'll just start doing it for you because it knows. And so I'm honestly at a point of, I upgrade my phone. I do the stupid like 2-year lease thing on my phone, just so viewers know. And so I just got the upgrade to the new iPhone 15. Now, naturally, before I would just wait till my phone broke and bought a new one. Now I'm just on this like upgrade always plan, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But I'm really wondering if it's worth it to get the new phones, because if they have actual AI in them, they are going to be infinitely better than what the cell phone we're using now is, which seems almost impossible.
I say bring back the Nokia bricks.
One of my clients was telling me they have a new smartphone they're released in New Zealand, and it's called the dumb phone.
Yeah.
And it's only like text phone, and it's like all just the bare basics. You can't do any of the internet stuff, which is interesting. But yeah, I actually don't really know how I feel about that, because like, let's say you're to buy phones, right? Yeah. What phone should you have bought? Well, you make an argument like you buy the first iPhone because it's this new thing, or Samsung, whatever. I don't want to stick to iPhone in case people are like, oh, fuck iPhone. But like, you buy your phone, and it's like Samsung 10. Realistically, you don't need to buy another Samsung until it's like a 15 or a 20 or something.
Unless it explodes in your face.
Does that happen?
Samsungs, yeah, they're like notorious for like exploding.
They're notorious for it.
They're notorious for it.
How did I not know this? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, huh.
It was a big thing, like charging Samsungs exploding. Like, if you know how I have my phone under my pillow. Yeah. There's one of like someone had their Samsung plugged in and under their pillow, and it like exploded and broke their pillow.
Yeah,
and
you say that.
Yeah.
But okay, so the idea of you buy the 10.
Yeah.
You don't not what you want because you're like, oh, it's the new one, but like, how many phones do you go, like, is it 5 years before you go, well, the iPhone 10 sucks compared to the 15, or is it 2 years, or is it 10 years? I
mean, I don't know. I'm the same as you. I'm on a 2-year lease, so every 2 years I just get the latest phone that's
So my thought is
down, and the only thing I ever notice that's different is the camera.
Yeah, it's always the camera.
Yeah.
But so this is what I think too. That's a perfect point. So you always just say, "Oh, the camera's better. I guess more storage. It swipes smoother until it doesn't," kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think if you're putting AI in phones, it's you're not dealing with the same phones we're dealing with anymore. So maybe it's worth it just to get the 16 solely on the basis of like, well, this is a new phone. This isn't a new phone because it's a new number. Yeah. This is like actual new tech. And just the way AI is, like, even things that, like, I don't know, if you watch YouTube videos now, I've only been a YouTube watcher for like 2 years, would you say?
Couple years.
Yeah, like, not too long, but I really like YouTube. I think it's sweet. But I've noticed a lot of my favorite YouTubers, they used to have these like janky stories where they'd be like, let's say they're talking about like Area 51, and they'd have like 4 photos that are redacted that say Area 51, and the guy would just talk, and they'd like go through these like generic photos that you see every time anyone talks about Area 51, because that's all there is.
Yeah.
But now, when I watch this same program, literally it's an hour long every week, and it's, you can tell it's all AI'd, and they have like the story the guy's telling, AI is creating it in front of them.
Yep.
And so it's like, it's radically changed the game.
Oh yeah, massively.
Yeah, and so I don't know. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts on whether it's worth it or just wait?
I think, just to be very clear, my stance is on AI is I dislike it. I strongly believe it's the end of humanity and all of that jazz. But there's nothing that I'm going to do to stop it, so I might as well just comply. And yeah, I would probably get the AI phone. Just because you and I, for example, we're not very well versed in the tech world at all. Like, we can't even get your laptop to record 2 mics, you know? Like, I'm the same, you know, I'm not the biggest kind of computer whiz or like tech fanatic or anything like that. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that AI will do, our phone already has the ability to do. It's just you and I don't know how to do it. So AI will do it for us. Yeah. So I'm like, I might as well like do it, because I'm never going to take the time to learn how my phone does this certain stuff. So if someone else will just do it for me, like, cool.
Yeah, well, and that's what it'll be. Like, for example, like, I always laugh at Samsung owners. Like, they'll be like this, like, if you like your Samsung, first off, like, power to you. But they always go like this. Yeah, but you can customize a Samsung and do so much more with it. Apple just always has you, like, stuck doing the exact same things. And then, like, I asked someone like Dylan Wild. I think he has iPhone now, but he, like, genuinely actually knows how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
So when he used to, he'd show me, I'm like, oh, cool. But most people, they're like, you can do whatever you want. I'm like, so what do you do different? And then they're like, custom ringtone. And I'm like... That's it. Like, I know there's things you can do, but you clearly don't use them.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always just liked about Apple is, like, for example, even doing this, everything I do from my Mac to my phone, if I have the pad, it's like so easily just asks you when you open it, like, do you want to do it on this and this? Yeah. So that's always nice. I like Dax is anti-AI in the sense of he won't partake in it. Mm-hmm. And his reason being is, when the world goes to shit because of AI, he won't have partaken in the downfall of it. Which is, on one hand, like, I respect that. I'm like, yeah, like, fair, but I do think it's like, you're just kind of kiboshing yourself out from the equation. Yeah. Because if AI is going to fuck us over, it's not going to be tomorrow. I think it's going to be this long thing.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like, down the line, we'll be like, oh, damn, like, it did this. It won't be like tomorrow. There's like a giant Mac computer's like, we've come to take over.
What I am really interested in, and I spoke to you about this before, is whether AI will give us the ability to create like a virtual in quotation marks image of a person. Say, for example, recruiters. If you send in your resume to somewhere, can a recruiter like check your status through AI? Can you say to AI, bring up a bullet point list of this person, Derek Shirk, his skills, what he's done on the internet for the past 10 years, and like all of that stuff.
I would assume,
because if you have your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, all of that stuff, everything that's ever been on the internet will be somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'd assume that AI could do that really easily.
Yeah, but then also, if AI is connected to your phone, can it be like, this person has a typing speed of this, and this is what they frequent, and this is what kind of like, for example, if you watch a lot of, if you and we watch a lot of like conspiracy theories, this person could be a conspiracy theorist, this person could be a Republican, a Democrat, right. You know, like build a whole virtual image of a person based off what they're doing online.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, 100% that could happen very easily.
How close do you think we are to that now? Like, if you were to go on an AI and type into it, give me a list of 5 bullet points that best represent Derek Shirk, do you think it'd be able to bring it up?
No, but I think the reason being wouldn't be able because it's not literally like able to. I think that it just doesn't have access to that information. Like, I don't think it has.
It has access to everything that's on the internet.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Search engines.
No, not yet. It has
AI isn't linked to search engines?
AI does, as of right now. ChatGPT 3.4 is,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 2022 is when all the information it took in stopped coming in, and it's a huge swath of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I understand, it's not the whole internet. I'm gonna check with ChatGPT right now.
Are you gonna ask it?
I'm gonna ask it what it thinks.
I've been super curious about this for a while, but I'm honestly too scared to put my own name into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm on this stupid mode. I can't do it because it doesn't connect my phone.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it. Okay. Well, Neve is looking up my name on ChatGPT. I thought I would take this moment to hear a word from our sponsors, Chick-fil-A sauce. Sorry, our unofficial sponsors.
I love Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce. If you haven't had it, get it in your belly. Soybean oil, sugar, barbecue sauce. That's all you need to have a good time when you're chicken the filet. If you don't know where Chick-fil-A is, the closest one is 2 hours from here, down at Bellis Fair. On the way down there, you can check out Trader Joe's and get some fine cheeses. And also have a fine time at Target and get their sweats pants. Also, another sponsor today, sweats pants. Or sweat shorts. They're like sweatpants but shorts. I'd recommend them to all you people out there that get sweaty in the summer but wanna stay comfy. And now back to our program.
Wait. Okay, so what I asked ChatGPT, I said, can you give me 5 bullet points to summarize who Derek Shirk is as a person? And this is why I would do it myself. Because it says, Derek Shirk is, and to be fair, this is all stuff that could be very generic, yeah. So it's first bullet point. Derek Shirk is a compassionate individual known for his strong empathy towards others. True. He is highly motivated and driven, always pursuing excellence in his endeavors.
I would say that highly wrong, but okay.
Really?
Yeah.
No. You're a very motivated person.
Seeking excellence, though?
Soccer?
Yeah.
You always try your best or whatever you do.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, this could be very generalized.
Sure.
Derek values integrity and honesty in all aspects of his life.
No, I like the greasy dude that's gonna stab you in the back. And you
Absolutely not. He has a deep passion for environmental conservation and sustainability. No, I don't know.
That one's wrong. I mean, I do have a passion for keeping things green and clean, but I wouldn't say it's like my deep passion by any means.
Derek is also a dedicated family man, prioritizing quality time with loved ones.
This is wrong.
So, shut up. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a horoscope.
Type
it's very
someone else in.
Okay, so I'll do myself.
Yeah, type you.
Okay. Give us some music. Waiting music.
Waiting music.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. And you know, and I know that we got to be here tomorrow.
Is that the actual song?
No. I was just riffing there. Do you guys, yeah, that was actually pretty good. That's up there with Derek's roasted material. Is there anything? What are you doing?
I'm typing. Come
okay,
on,
I'm gonna while Neve's doing that, I'm gonna tell you guys a sad story. So we don't know what happened to our dog Nuo, but Neve threw a stick, and we think that she jammed the stick into the ground in the side of her mouth. But she's super somber and sad, and so it's really it's always cute when she's like sad and somber because she cuddles a lot. But it's also just so sad to see my doggy not popping, because that's her thing. She's a blue heeler and she pops a lot.
Oh yeah, this is bullshit. This chat GPT is just like saying shit.
What does it say?
Okay, so Neve.
What the? Oh, go.
Neve Simmons is an accomplished academic with focus on environmental science. She is recognized. No, she is recognized for her advocacy work in promoting sustainability practices. No.
Neve literally throws
throw
garbage out of the garbage can.
There's like, everyone puts their bins out and I just go and tip them all into the river. Neve is known for her strong leadership skills, often taking initiative in projects related to conservation. Why am I such an environmental
I
freak?
feel like this thing has this like underlying agenda of just lying and saying everyone's a conservationist.
Yeah. She has a passion for community engagement and is actively involved in local environmental initiatives. Like, where's this getting?
Maybe
this
someone
from?
with the same name as you that's smart.
Use collaboration. I put my full name.
Someone
like all four of them.
You, but smart.
No. Who else in this world is called Neve Jessica Edward Simmons?
I don't know, they sound pretty smart. I'll be honest with you. I think that we should just listen to ChatGPT. Even if it's wrong, let's just rewrite history to whatever it says and follow it.
Shall we?
Okay. Moving on from the AI stuff, I have a few. This is like radical change of pace here. I have a few questions that have been bothering me lately, Neve.
Yeah.
And I'd like to discuss them with you.
Oh, God.
Okay. So my first one is, how do you feel about adult baby diaper kink? I'll repeat that. How do you feel about the adult baby diaper kink?
I think that's fucked up. I think it's fucked up. I think it's weird. I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's a very slippery slope to pedophilia.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say no, but I wouldn't have gone there because like the thing that's weird about it when I put it down was.
I mean, I haven't looked into it in detail.
So it's dudes, I guess women too, but I've only seen, I think it's just dudes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably.
And they wear diapers and pretend to be a little baby. So there's no sexual kink in it at all. Like, I guess.
Yes, there is.
Well, like,
I don't believe that for a second there's no sexual kink in it.
I mean, maybe, but when you see this, it's really weird. It's like some dude, and he's in a room, and he's this big fat dude, and he's got like a little bonnet on, a super tight.
What are you watching?
Just stop asking me questions. and he's sitting there in a diaper, and he's got a giant soother, and his wife. This is always the weird thing, is it's the wife is the one that's entertaining it. And he's like this. She's like, me no want no more food. And he like throws his soother and it knocks the blocks over. And he starts going, nah, nah. And I'm like just sitting there. And I'm like, what the fuck? How can you be the wife and like allow this? And then it cuts to him on the side and all this stuff. And he goes, yeah, sometimes it's just nice to like, go back to your childhood and live free and just really explore that part of yourself. And I'm just the whole time looking at him like, what? Like, that's what you wanted to do? Like, that's something you had to explore?
Number one, I'm worried about your internet browsing history. Number two.
This isn't about me. I'm not the baby
Number
kink
two,
guy.
go to therapy. Like, just go to therapy. Like, if that's how you as a grown man want to act, you need to be in therapy. Like, I'm sorry, there's. I say I'm not a judgmental person. I'm judging the person that does that, Like, what the fuck is wrong with you where you have to put diapers on and, like, why are you allowing your life partner to mother you. That's so weird and messed up. Like, no.
Yeah, like,
no,
like
not
I
for
just,
me.
I don't know. Like, I don't think we'd get to this point because you'd leave me before. But I would just hope if I'm like, Neve, for you and me to stay together, I need you to pretend I'm a baby.
No.
And you're like, if you were like, I'm out and walked right out, I'd be like, I guess I should have saw it coming. Okay.
I'm already changing one baby's diapers. Like, I'm sorry, but your full adult size poops are.
Well, I don't know if that's even like. I'm sure maybe some fucked up. It's probably
even if you were
fucked.
acting like that, I'd be like, no.
Okay, and then that leads me into my next question. Taking a poop right out of the shower. What are your feelings on that? Like, you just finished showering.
I hate it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, if I would rather poop and then get back in the shower. I think it's such a waste of a shower if you poop right after.
Oh, see, I'm not worried. I just think I feel weird, like wet, or even once you're dry but you're still like moist. You know how you're not like, you just got out of the shower, you dry off it, and then you sit on the toilet, and it's cringy to me. I don't think it's right.
No.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. Okay, what about bath poop? Not pooping in the bath.
I was gonna say.
But have you ever... I've had to do it before where I've been in a bath and then you get out to poop and then you have to get back in the bath.
Why do you have to get back in?
Well, you don't have to get back in the bath, but I wasn't done with my bath.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know.
I mean, I can understand if I'm like 5 minutes into a bath and all of a sudden I gotta poop, I would do that. But it's still, my whole like thought of it is it's just more gross to like be all wet and pooping for some reason. I don't know. That one I wrote while I got out of the shower and I was like, poo, and I was like, God damn it.
No, here's a neat trick for all of you people who aren't in comfortable long-term relationships. If you need to poop and you're at like a hookup's house or something, say you need to shower, start running the shower, take the poop, then get in the shower, and by the time you're done showering, the poop smell will go. I don't know if everyone knows that trick, but that's my trick.
What if you like just showed up, you're like, oh, I need to take a shower now?
Well, I'd poop before I went. I have Crohn's disease. You gotta plan this shit out, you know? Literally. Get it? Plan this shit out.
That's good.
That's
good.
Thank you. That was good.
That'll be highlight of the night material right there on the review show. We also do a review pod right after this, reviewing this podcast. Not good reviews ever. Yeah, that was one thing, honestly, that's been on my chest for a while, and I've just forgot to bring up the poop after the shower.
Well, we're on the subject of poop. Do you mind if I interject?
No.
So, when I was pregnant, I had, like, extreme constipation for the first time in my life ever. Like, I've never... Because I have Crohn's disease, I've never experienced constipation before, and I didn't realize how, like, agonizingly painful it can be.
Really?
Yeah. Like, have you ever experienced that? I feel like it's not like a very like normal thing to experience.
Yeah, no, I don't. Like, I think I've been like, excuse me, I've been constipated like once or twice, maybe, where I didn't like poop for a night, but it was like kind of like I was like, oh, I got it, and then like in the middle of the night or the morning I poop. I've never had like a prolonged where I've just like been like, I'm filling up and can't poop.
I'm filling up.
We're at full, but we're still packing more in.
For me, it was like the poop was there, and I had the like urge to poop. I just couldn't, and it was like you saw me in the states that I was in, and I would be like on all fours in the shower, just like trying to poo myself in the shower because I was like, I just need to get this out of me. Honestly, I'm so glad I didn't go through childbirth because I imagine it would have been just like that, but like 10 times worse.
A giant poo.
No, but just like the urge to like push, but you can't get it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't, but I can go to that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. This is a shit subject.
You crap me up.
So funny.
Yeah, that's... I'm just gonna leave that as is. I think we should leave the poop talk because that's just, we're gonna leave it there. That's poop.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
After you're talking about poop, what else can you really talk about? Yeah, I mean, I have a few other points here I think I'm going to save because they'd be a radical change of question from adult diaper kink, adult baby diaper kink, and pooping after the shower. Do you want to hear the question?
Sure,
we're not going to answer it.
You're not going to answer it?
No, because, okay, well, if you want to, you can. Was the atom bomb justified in World War II? I told you it's a radical change of question from poop.
Next.
Yeah. Let's see. How about this? I'm going to leave us with a little fun fact here, and then I think we should... Actually, you know what? No, let's just go... let's just go into our favorite signs and wrap it up for tonight. This has been a pretty good pod, and I don't want Joach to get bored. He probably has to listen to some Joe Rogan and...
Yeah, and it did take us an hour to set up, so it's pretty late.
Yeah, technically this is a 2-hour podcast. You guys are just hearing the tail end of it. Majority of it would have just been me going like this. God, fucking damn computers. Why is there no input? And then Neve would go, why don't you just plug it in? And guess what? I would? Input. Okay, Neve, do you want to go first? What's your favorite sign? Road sign.
Oh, I thought this was sign language.
Damn it, Neve.
No, I'm kidding. My favorite road sign is the one, I don't know if you have it in Canada. You probably have it in Canada. But it's like the zigzag and then the car.
Oh, like don't swerve?
Yeah. Don't swerve here.
Or what is it?
It's like if the road is slippery in the rain and there's like a zigzag and then there's a car.
That's
I like it sign. Because I like the zigzag.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good sign. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the slow children at play sign. And the reason being, because if you read it really fast, it says slow children at play, or slow children at play, as opposed to slow children at play. You go slow children at play, and every time I just picture a fat kid, and they're like running out of the road, and you hit them because they're so slow. But it's not you're trying to hit them; they're just so fat and slow that you're just like, they could have got out of the way. I was going 10, and you just couldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, there's definitely a comma missing in there, you know. Let's talk about proper English grammar. It's kind of lacking.
What if your kid's fat, and then you're like, yo, we got this sign for you so that you can be outside and play, and then all they read is like, yo, there's slow kids that play here. Like,
well, I was wondering where you're going to go with this, because in England, if you describe someone, I don't know if it's the same in Canada, if you describe someone as slow, it's like special needs.
Well, that too, but it wouldn't be as funny if it's like slow. Well, that makes sense. Like if there was like special needs children at play and you were saying slow people at play, that's
But
funny,
what if it was a fast special needs child? Fast, slow children at play.
That'd be a hell of a sign. That would be a custom sign for sure. Yeah, okay, well that was very good. I hope you all enjoyed Pancake Friday with Derek and Neve.
Maybe I should make pancakes.
I thought we agreed we were never going to
no. Pancakes are trash.
Pancakes have nothing to do with this podcast. Other than getting you sucked in because you're like, oh, Pancake Friday. Oh, I wonder what that is. So yeah, I'm going to throw up a few questions. What is your feelings about baby diaper kink? Are you for it? Are you against it?
I don't know anyone that would be for it.
Well, okay, when I say are you for it, I'm not saying do you do baby adult diaper kink. I'm wondering, like, do you think it's weird? Or are you like, yeah, obviously, I don't think that's weird because maybe your fetish is like rubbing mayonnaise on your armpits or something.
Yeah, but there's fetishes, and then there's like you're like fucked in the head, you know?
I like that fetish where I'm just broke and poor. And then I'm like, oh, that's not a fetish. That's just my life. And then, also, what else did we talk about? What's your favorite roads? No, I don't know. Fuck you. Tell me if you're into the adult diaper kink. And if you're not, quite frankly, fuck you even more.
We want to know also people's favorite road sign, their opinions on pooping out of the shower, and
we're gonna put up a poll.
fast slow kids.
Oh, yeah. Do you think slow kids should be allowed to play? Fat ones, not mentally ill ones, or mentally delayed. Special needs. I'm talking myself into a hole here.
Yeah,
you all take care. Have a good Friday. Love you all.